Welcome to Tuesday Technical Talk. Hey guys, this is Vishal and I'm so excited to bring you this a series of Tuesday Technical Talks, especially on candlestick. There's going to be few videos on candlestick, different types of patterns, and next few weeks you are going to master candlestick patterns with this few episodes which we are doing only on candlesticks, right? Today's topic is long shadows. Now I hope you know what is long shadows. Is like the wick of the candle, right? So there are few candles which are very powerful when it comes to shadows, and shadows are equally powerful and equally important rather than the bodies also are important. But when it comes to shadows, and if they appear at the right time at the right place, it makes it very, very powerful. So the first and foremost, the most powerful pattern in long shadows is hammer, right? You know what is a hammer? Like a carpenter's hammer. It's the shape of that, and it comes at the bottom after a downtrend. Now remember one thing I've been repeating in many of my videos, that whenever it comes to small bodies, like we are making a video on long shadows, but the bodies are small. And whenever bodies are small, the color is not important. This is also a hammer and this is also an hammer, right? If they come at the bottom after a downtrend, that means there is a reversal, right? So let's explain this preceded by a downtrend. Real body of the pattern, either green or red, doesn't matter. And small body near the top, body is out towards the top of the candle, and shadow of the pattern. Oh, this is very important. The shadow has to be more than twice the body. That's a very small and fine-tuned nugget which I would like to give you, right? So double shadow than the body is hammer, right? It can be longer, triple or 4 times also, but minimum double the shadow. Double the body, the shadow has to be double, right? So this is your hammer. Now let's look at some examples. After a strong downtrend, you get a hammer, and then you have a body with a double shadow. And ideally, if you combine one more thing like a long volume, that's a perfect buying signal, right? That's a perfect buying signal. So that's a hammer here. Now, after it comes after a downtrend, it makes more sense. But if it comes in between, it does not make sense. As I said, it's a reversal pattern. It has to come at the point of reversal and not in between or a sideways market, right? So that's a bullish hammer, and you get this very often, but you need to trade. The high of the hammer is your entry. The low of your hammer is your stop loss. Simple. The high of the hammer is your entry, the low of is the stop loss, and then you can have a trailing stop loss, or you can use any of my exit strategies. I did a video on exit strategies some time back, so make sure you watch that. So that the entry is based on the candle pattern. Exit, first initial stop loss is the low, and then further you can take it to the next level. Hammer. Now you can combine this with volume. You can combine with RSI also, like it's a 40 support or a 60 support or a divergence also, right? There's a hammer here. Hammer, very powerful. Look at the downtrend and a hammer. So what happens? What do psychology says that, oh, okay, there's a downtrend. On this day also the bears were powerful. It went down, but towards the end of the day, market came up and closed higher. That means the bulls have entered the market towards the end. And if they continue next day, means if they go above the hammer next day, that means bears are now out and bulls are in, so I should buy. Hammer needs confirmation. All small body candle patterns need confirmation. So if you see a hammer and then next day it does not go above the hammer and goes sideways or it can go down, then you lose money if you have traded in anticipation. You have to trade after confirmation, right? More hammers, longer the shadow, stronger the move. Longer the shadow, stronger the move. Like the opposite of hammer is going to be what? Shooting star. So let's look at shooting star. It's the opposite. Small body and double the shadow, right? After a rally, it's called shooting star. Now the markets are going to fall. The same thing after an uptrend, real body either green or red. The body color of the body doesn't matter, and small near the bottom of the candle pattern, and also shadow should be twice. The same thing. So let's look at shooting star after a rally and a confirmation. Again, same confirmation means it has to break the low of the shooting star to make it confirm, to make a trade. Right, one more after a strong rally. So it makes a confirmation, then it goes and retest, and it actually makes a hanging man, which I'm going to learn in the next 2 minutes. Hanging man. So hammer here, hanging man here, and a downtrend. So cluster of candles. There's a lot more to teach. There was a time when I did a candlestick program, like it was 2012. 2 full days on candlestick, like 16 hours on candlesticks, right? There's a lot. Just want, as I always say, go deep, not broad. So just go deeper, and I'm trying to bring you deeper into candlestick by doing this series of videos on candlestick. So there's a hammer here, a shooting star here, 2 of them. Look at actually there are 3. That means the price goes up, bears are coming. Price goes up, bears are coming. 3 times in a row, and then bam. Right, so that shooting star again, shooting star again. So more and more shooting stars. Now there's something called as inverted hammer. It's actually basically a shooting star, but at the bottom. Let's see how it means. Let's after a downtrend, the rules are the same. So let me show you inverted hammers. Or this is like a shooting star, but coming at the bottom. So no matter what, whether you see a shooting star or a hammer at the top or the bottom, there is a reversal possible, right? Reversal. Only the names change. So there is an inverted hammer here. There is an inverted hammer here, right? There is an inverted hammer here. Both of them, right? That's like an exhaustion pattern. The selling pressure is exhausted, and then the market moves up. That's the logic behind it. That's an inverted hammer. And then high cross, you get on the top of it. And similarly, we'll also have one more inverted hammer, 2 of them together. You can see this. So, and the opposite of this would be hanging man. So the shapes are same, but the names are different and the placement is different, right? So one more. Towards the top, if you get a hanging man, preceded by an uptrend, real body, same conditions are there. So look at this. After a rally, you get a hanging man. 2 of them actually, you can see 2 of them. And then you get a small doji also. All 3 are saying going down. And as soon as there is a confirmation, I will sell. Right? All these 4 patterns are long shadows, needs confirmation. They need small bodies. Color of the body is not important. Confirmation comes by crossing the high or the low. And the stop loss is the high or the low. It depends on what you're trading. Like hanging man again on a different software. So you can see this on an intraday chart also. There's an intraday chart, hanging man. One more hanging man on an intraday chart. Can you see that? So the pattern or the logic of pattern remains the same in all time frames, whether daily, weekly, monthly, intraday, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute. The logic remains the same. Again, a series of hanging man at the top and then trend down. So I hope this were long shadows, the 4 of them. Hammer, shooting star, then inverted hammer and hanging man. 4 of them, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Small bodies, color not important. Confirmation is important, and high, above the high buy, below the low stop loss, or below the low sell and above the high stop loss. All these 4 are very, very powerful. You need to practice a lot. So start watching, start looking at the charts every day. The more you see the charts, like say 100 charts a day if you want to become a good analyst, from now till 1 year, if you do this 100 charts a day, you will be at a completely different level in your trading, in your analysis, right? And we are doing a series of candlestick videos, so I hope you are going to enjoy the next few sessions also. And I'm going to reveal some important secrets and important sessions or important nuggets from my premium programs into this series of Tuesday Technical Talk. And I hope you're enjoying. I want to see your aha moments. I want to see your learning points. And I want you to like, share, and subscribe this channel to get this kind of premium content completely free and take your trading and analysis to the next level. Thank you so much. Good luck and good trading.